With the boomerang generation moving back in and house prices rising faster than the popularity of UKIP, is the bank of mum and dad starting to feel the strain? I can't make my mind up whether this generation of 20 and 30 somethings are the cruel victims of the profligacy of earlier generations, or the lazy offspring of parents who somehow failed to replicate in their kids the ambition, drive and discipline that paved their own way to success. Are parents killing their kids with kindness? Is it too easy for them to jump in and out of jobs and relationships, always knowing they can come crawling back to their cosy bedsit where the laundry gets done by magic and meals appear on the table without them lifting a finger? The latest evidence of parents going overboard to help the fruit of their loins comes in the Generation Rent report on the housing market by Halifax. The gloomy report predicts a society divided into homeowners and renters, with 57% of renters afraid they'll never be able to retire because they'll never own their own home. More than half of those surveyed see Britain becoming a nation of renters within a generation. That could be on the money when you realise that a third of the 20 to 45-year-olds that they spoke to have no plans to get on the property ladder. Given that the average first-time London mortgage is now £200,000 or 4 times income, their reluctance is understandable. One of the most common reactions to these concerns has been for parents to take sacrificial steps to help out. For example, some friends of mine recently sold their London home and relocated 30 miles north to free up some capital to help their 20-something daughter buy a house. But for many parents, the financial concerns of the children are now simply being visited back onto the parents. This same report tells us that 38% of parents who've helped their kids onto the property ladder are now worried about their own financial well-being as a direct result. Some feel under pressure because they've gifted away a substantial chunk of what was meant to be their retirement pot. Others sign up for joint mortgages and offer their home or their savings as security. That means the bank takes a first charge over them, so they're no longer free to take their own decisions. I'm starting to see some parents making investments that might be the ideal solution to this conundrum. For example, one couple acquired a suite in a dementia care home for £85,000 with a 10% income for 10 years. They've then gifted that income to their 19-year-old son, so he's not going to leave university tens of thousands in debt like most of his mates. But mum and dad still own the asset, so their capital is safe and the income can be taken back when they need it. You can read more about this at whycarehomes.co.uk. It's only natural for parents to want to help their kids, but if helping them puts you under emotional or financial stress, it can't really be a sustainable answer. When it comes to being the bank of mum and dad, be very careful out there. It's every investor's wet dream. Invest with virtually no money, make quick gains and pay no tax whatsoever.